So, today at school, I was asked to address a recurring problem. There are students that are looking to make friends with other students who don't necessarily want to play with them. This can be a really touchy thing to address because, on one hand, we want all students to be inclusive and we want them to have friends and have people to socialize with. But on the other hand, we also want students to feel confident in stating their boundaries and allowing them to choose who they want to hang around with and who they may not want to spend so much time with. So I approached it in the matter of setting boundaries, that we are all allowed to set boundaries. We are allowed to recognize boundaries within our own personal space and who we want to allow into our circles and who we don't want to allow into our circles. So I made that clear that we can set those types of boundaries. But I also made it clear that at our school, we practice kindness and caring. So at times we want to set those boundaries that I want to play with Johnny today. But we can also be aware that, you know what, it's okay if we have 3 people in this game or another person can join. So at times I've asked them to also show kindness and caring and include other people into their play. Now, on the receiving end of that, you may not find that very easy to take, to know that this person doesn't want to play with you today or you're not going to be included in this particular game. But I've also had to tell those students that that's okay. That's okay. We don't have to be liked by everybody. We don't have to be involved and included in everything. That's okay if somebody chooses to play with Johnny today, and maybe you're going to have to find somebody else to play with or find something to do on your own. And that's a tough one to have to hear and to accept. Sometimes also we have found that students, one of the reasons why people don't want to play with them is because the other student might not know how to approach a social situation properly. Somebody could say, well, Bobby came over and kicked our snowman that we were building. And Bobby's story is going to be, no, I wanted to play with them, but maybe Bobby doesn't know the appropriate way to engage and play with these other students. He just wanted to be involved, so he went over and started kicking the snowman. So we have to teach Bobby some social skills also on how to approach people that we want to play with, because of course if we're going around kicking people's snowmen down, they're not going to want to play with you. So because of this, we also created a group within our school. It's called You Can Sit With Us. And what we've done is, a few teachers and I, we've created a group that takes place at lunchtime. And during this lunchtime, once a week, if you have no one to play with at recess time or at lunch recess, or you find that you're alone at times, you can sit with us. You can spend that lunch hour in our classroom, and we will go over social stories. We will read stories about social situations. We will do fun things. We will create board games. One of the things that we do in this group is we do some problem solving, and they can talk about things that they have concerns about, or things that they might be feeling sad about, or they don't know how to approach certain situations. And we problem solve as a group. But one of the great things also is that we have now created a group that they can belong to. Some students find that they can only hang out with maybe other students in their class, or they might only know other students in their class, or they might only know other students within their grade. Now we've created a group, a gathering of students of different grades and from different classes. And as they were speaking and introducing themselves, they ended up finding out that they have things in common with these other students. And now they have something to talk about. Oh, what do you mean that your dad has 3 dogs? My dad has 3 dogs too. And so then they find that they have common bonds and they have something to talk about, something to share. And now they feel they belong to this other separate group, let alone they belong in their class or they belong in their other students of their grade. Now they belong to this other group, and it's really brought them together, and it's a wonderful club that's been created, and the students are loving it. And we're finding 25 kids are coming and sitting with us at lunchtime. And it's such a great rewarding feeling. So if your school can create a group like this, that would be awesome. If you can't, then go out there and find other friends, because maybe the ones that you're wanting to play with that don't have room for you in their group, you can find another group that does have room for you. So never give up. Keep going around and socializing and doing your thing, and you're going to end up finding the right people that you're going to click with. And then you'll find that it's easy to make friends. So once again, it's okay to have boundaries, but it's also good to show kindness and caring. And it's important that we also respect other people's boundaries. So when they say, no, I'm busy, or no, I can't play, or I'm going to play with Johnny today, we respect that. And we don't force ourselves upon them. We go find somebody else to hang out with. And then everybody's happy. And then, maybe then this other student will have some time to play with you the next time that maybe Johnny's busy. Or the next time maybe this game that they're going to play will include 3 or 4 people. And then you'll be invited to play that time. So never give up. Keep going. Keep socializing. You are always going to end up finding the right people for you to hang out with.